Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Checking in on some semiconductor names which have had some really bullish charts. So we'll start with NVDA, which is on the brink of an all-time high. There's not much resistance until that all-time high. We're looking at 115.90, 117.36 and 119.93 as resistances. Those are really the only prices to be looking at before a blue sky breakout. So we had the pullback when Citron initiated some bear attacks, and we did get a decent pullback from there, but the bulls turned it around, started forming higher lows and higher highs. As soon as we broke 109.19, that is when this lower high pattern broke, and then we broke out above the upper Bollinger Band, affirming that the bulls had a lot of strength. So we're consolidating right now, a little bit of a pullback by the end of Friday. But you can see last time we consolidated, it lasted 2 days. It was normal and healthy, and it built a higher low of support. So we're watching that low of 107.91. As long as we form a higher low compared to that level, we can pull back $6 and still do that. We are in a very strong uptrend. So bulls have their sights set on the all-time high. Look at this weekly chart in 2016, holding the 8-period exponential moving average support on every single pullback. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tests of this level. So we know that when we lose this 8-period exponential moving average support on the weekly, that it is going to be a bearish signal. But as of right now, no risk of that happening in the short-term future, and the bulls are really strong as we're looking for continuation and a potential new all-time high. RSI, very meaningless here. Blue sky breakout bulls can easily shake off RSI levels as we've been above 70 for the past 8 months. That's very significant. So very bullish chart for NVDA, keeping an eye out for the bulls to maintain the higher low pattern and looking at that all-time high just under 120. AMD is also at all-time highs. So we had this high of 1242 back in December, and we pulled back fairly significantly. Bulls kept and battled for this 50-day moving average support. So holding it here, we did close just below it one day, but quickly recovered it, and then bouncing off of it again, and then breaking the lower high pattern. So here's our high of 1242, lower high, and then our lower high came at 1097, higher low, and then higher high with a big, huge volume bull day and nice follow through. We have an inside candlestick to be watching on Monday with a range of 1204 support, a break at that level, and we'll look to consolidate further, and a bull break of 1250. We're looking at 1266 and the upper Bollinger Band resistance on the daily time frame. Weekly chart shows the bulls in full control. Also a huge 2016 higher lows and higher highs. Look at that bull volume last week. Biggest volume week we've seen in multiple years. All bullish action and a new all-time high. MU is also in the space. It is having a bullish chart as well, but we're nowhere near all-time highs, and that's the difference between these names. So if you were to choose between which names you would be looking for, ideally you'd want one that's got no resistance in terms of price history at all-time highs. So we're looking at the same kind of action where we consolidated lower highs and lower lows, and as soon as the bulls broke 2288, that lower high pattern broke. So it happened here. We broke above the upper Bollinger Band, a little bit of consolidation, continuation, some upper wicks to end the week Thursday and Friday, rejecting from the upper Bollinger Band resistance of 2509. And same thing here. We have an inside candlestick looking at a range of 2450 to 2524. And the bulls just want to keep this higher low pattern alive. Looking at the weekly time frame, we can see that we have a lot of work to do to head back towards the all-time high. Let's zoom out a couple more years and see where that level was. That was all the way back in 2014, just before 2015, up at 3650. So we're still 50% below that level. It's a very strong uptrend, but the bulls have a lot of resistance levels. We can pick out all these resistances: 2862, 29.78, 32.84. So again, ideal to have no previous price action resistance if you are bullish. Certainly a bullish chart in 2016, but other names a bit better positioned. So lots of upside here, and we'll keep checking back in, and we'll see if NVDA gets a new all-time high in February 2017. I would say the odds are more likely than not. I appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend.